So here it is, what's #1 rated on Google for being the best 2018 laptop for students is the Surface laptop. And already, out of the box, I'm already quite impressed. The build structure and size is well engineered and solid. The chassis has very minimum flex and feels extremely premium like a MacBook Pro, but shares its very own unique style. As you may see, the keyboard has a different material than you'll find on traditional laptops. This is Alcantara, the same stuff you find on high-end exotic sport cars. So if these guys can make constant hot laps for X amount of hours, then this will handle wear and tear very well. So the Surface laptops comes in many different configurations, as well as 4 different unique color options to choose from. I personally settled with the Platinum. Its specs are Intel 7th Gen i5 Intel processor with 4GB of RAM and a 128GB SSD drive. Which, by the way, make sure you get the right configuration because there is no way to open up this machine for any future upgrades. But now the shocking stuff. This machine is running Microsoft Windows 10 S. Why S? For a machine that costs about the same price as a full Windows 10 laptop, Microsoft decided to cripple this Surface laptop. Although it surpassed the requirements to operate Windows 10, but unfortunately limited to users to only be able to download apps that are available in the Microsoft Store, and we're all stuck using the Bing search engine as well as Microsoft Edge. So by now, this is a terrible machine. How is this supposed to be a good student laptop if it isn't really a laptop? Is what I would be saying if I didn't do my research, but after digging around, this machine can get upgraded to run the latest Windows 10 Pro for free. Which honestly, this should have been installed out of the box to begin with. Because I could really imagine a non-techie person who just picked this thing up and a few years later along the line, just found out they could have had Windows 10 installed for free from the start. Since there isn't any document paper or any other writing on the box to notify you that included you get a free activation of Windows 10 Pro if you're not satisfied with Windows 10 S. And the process to convert was very easy, as it just took a couple of minutes and boom, it was already a full Windows machine. Honestly, at this state, this laptop is actually a great competitor against a 13-inch MacBook Pro, since both weigh roughly around 2 pounds, both are super slim and portable, and they also run super quiet. Yes, of course, there's no touch option on the Surface, but the Surface, just like its family lineup, is indeed a touchscreen, which by the way does have support for the Surface Pen as well as the Surface Dial. But I wouldn't really recommend using it like that, since there's no way to really flatten the screen to prevent it from moving. And just like the MacBook Pro uses a quick way to sign you in, Touch ID, the Surface has Windows Hello. It uses an infrared scanner on top, like Face ID, to quickly sign you in. This is automatically integrated at no extra cost, and works surprisingly well. So back to the keyboard. It can be opened single-handedly. The keyboard is indeed backlit that illuminates across evenly with 4 different brightness modes. This is also by far the best laptop keyboard I have personally ever used. They're not as loud as other keyboards are, and the feedback they give feels just right, compared to Apple's more expensive machine with these fancy named butterfly switches that are facing lawsuits and extended warranty issues. These are definitely way better. Although the mousepad isn't as large as Apple's MacBooks, it is still very pleasing to use, and it has a nice glass top with a very satisfying click. So battery life on this thing, for my personal daily use, I feel that I could get 6 to 7 hours, plenty enough to make it through any work task. Another thing I do like about the Surface is that it uses a magnetic power adapter to charge the laptop. This is great to prevent any damage from, let's say, roommates or anybody who will accidentally trip on the power cord, since it will be quickly released. And if you're looking to do some Skype calls, the webcam quality looks like this and the microphone isn't too shabby. It's almost as good as quality as my Logitech $60 Logitech webcam back there. It's pretty good. The speaker sound quality out of these down-facing speakers sound really good too. But where I'm really disappointed is the I/O ports. There's only one USB 3 port, a single display port, and an audio jack port, and that's pretty much it. No USB Type-C port. If you wish to add a Ethernet port or other I/O ports, you're gonna have to settle with Microsoft docking station or something. And Microsoft isn't even selling its docking station for cheap either. It will cost you a pretty penny. So now, I'm pretty sure some of us would like to know, how well does it game? If you're planning on using this machine to run the latest trending game, I will look elsewhere. As Fortnite, even on its lowest setting, is god awful and skipping a ton of frames. But when playing older popular 2010 title games like Fallout New Vegas, the Intel HD 260 graphics on ultra setting actually plays fine. Now the screen size of the Surface laptop is a bit taller than your normal laptop, but this is done for good reason. It's much more easier to read or type up documents this way, as you'll have much more real estate to view your work. But when watching videos, you'll notice a bigger black border on the top and the bottom of the screen. This personally doesn't bug me, but just something I just needed to mention. And even when typing outside in direct sunlight, although it's this glass screen, it's bright enough for you to see and continue your work. So overall, once you did the free conversion to Windows 10 Pro, this is definitely a great machine. It's much more affordable than a MacBook Pro, and the body quality is extremely premium that it looks like it will cost you a pretty penny. Now this laptop been out on the market for quite some time, but I've been seeing these things go on sale constantly. So like this one for example, you should probably be able to pick one up with a good processor for roughly around $600 or $700, and to me that seems to be worth it. I do think that this is very appropriate to be a student laptop, since it's much work focused than gaming and can handle photo editing programs really well. But when it comes to rendering like 3D videos or video editing, I would really recommend you picking up something else, something with a dedicated GPU. And for anybody looking for a laptop with Windows 10 Pro, this one will definitely give you that for free, so definitely look into picking one of these, since Microsoft will go ahead and waive the $100 update fee. So that's about it for this video. If you like this kind of content, I highly suggest subscribing so you don't miss any other tech videos like this. And if you like this video, don't forget to smash that like button, as well as share this video to anybody who's looking for this kind of information. But until next time, see you guys on the next video. Peace!